Are you worried that your wife is considering divorce? Or maybe she's already filed and you're wondering what to do next? Well, if either of these are the case, you're in the right place. Today I'm going to be covering the 5 signs that your wife wants a divorce, and more importantly, how to fix it. Now, if we haven't met each other before, my name's Luke Finn, and I'm the founder of the ARC system, a system which has helped hundreds of dads avoid divorce and reconnect with their wife. And make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and smash the bell button to be notified each Tuesday when I release a new video. And be sure to stick around to the end of this video to get the opportunity to enroll in my free masterclass. In the free masterclass, you're going to learn the secret to reconciling that no one else is talking about, and the 4 steps you need to take for your wife to see your change. Now, with all that being said, let's dive right in. So let's look at the 5 signs that your wife wants a divorce. And guys, the best way you're going to learn here is by sharing and engaging. So if you see any of these signs, drop them in the comments and let me know what you've been experiencing. So the first sign that your wife wants a divorce is you feel a distance in the relationship. Before, you used to be on the same level, on the same page, you felt close to her, emotionally connected to her, but now you're feeling a distance, that she's not so close. You feel like there's a wall there, that she's pulled back from you. She's not sharing everything. And this can happen over a long period of time, but you don't feel as emotionally connected to her. The second sign is then she's got a lot of resentment. You know, in the past, you guys would have arguments, but you'd always make up and find a solution. Now, anytime you talk with her, you're getting snarky remarks. She's blowing up out of nowhere. She's just got all this anger and resentment, maybe from things that you did in the past. This is a surefire sign, guys. If she's got a lot of resentment and you're feeling this distance, that she's considering a divorce. And the third thing is she starts, and this is a surefire sign, guys. If she's doing this, it's a real surefire sign that she's considering divorce. She's spending lots of time with her single friends or her divorced friends. And this is unfortunately where she's spending time with them and they're getting in her ear, talking to her about about the situation. She's sharing with them what's going on. And this is not healthy, because in a healthy, loving marriage, you guys solve those problems together. You don't go talking to somebody else about it. You work on the issues together. And at the moment, she's spending time with her single friends, her divorced friends, and confiding in them. The fourth sign is then she doesn't spend any time with you, right? She spends time with her single and her divorced friends, but she doesn't want to spend any time with you. You're probably making more efforts now because you're feeling this distance and you want to make things good in the relationship again, but she's checked out and she's not willing to do it. She wants to spend time with other people and not you. And the fifth sign, guys, is she threatens divorce. Anytime you have an argument, so usually she doesn't say it, but if you're having arguments and she very quickly goes to, that's it, I can't do this anymore, I'm done, I want a divorce. This is a surefire sign, guys, that she wants a divorce and that you guys are on a slippery slope. So let me know, guys, in the comments, which of these 5 signs are you experiencing in your marriage? So let's now look at, if you're experiencing these 5 signs, I know you're in a tough place, but let's now look at how you can go and save your marriage. The first thing you need to do, brother, is you got to heal. So I would imagine you've been in your marriage now for anywhere between 10 to 20 years. You love your wife dearly, and it's taking a toll on you, right? It's taking a toll that she's being so distant, that she's not willing to connect with you, and it's really hurting you. So you got to heal. You got to heal this hurt, because if you keep reacting to the way she's showing up, you're going to push her further and further away. It hasn't been easy what's happened. She's gotten distant, and now you're looking for a solution. The first thing that you need to do is you got to heal this hurt. You love your wife dearly, and if you don't heal this hurt from what's happening in the relationship, you'll continue to act out. So you'll get angry or frustrated when she's going out with her friends, and this is just pushing her further and further away. You need to heal this hurt. If you want to reconcile with her, that's the most important thing, is heal the hurt that you're feeling so you can start showing up as the empowered man she needs. Now make sure to stick around to the end of this video where I'm going to give you the process to actually heal this hurt in the masterclass. So the second thing you need to do, guys, is it's okay for you to want your wife, but it's not okay for you to need your wife. And if you haven't healed your hurt, I guarantee you feel like you need your wife more than anything. I got to be with her. I love her more than anything, and I'm nothing without her. And you're kind of looking to her for validation, for for significance, for how you feel about yourself. You look to her for confirmation that you're important, and that's bullshit, guys. You are important. The fact that you're here alive is enough validation. Should be enough validation for you. You're an important human being, and you don't need to be getting that from your wife. So my point here is it's okay to want your wife. It's not okay to need your wife. And that's a problem, because when you need your wife, you're in this weak, needy energy and you're chasing after her. You're being the pursuer. And that's just very unattractive, and it's pushing her further and further away. And the quickest way you're going to get past that, guys, is by healing the hurt. So stick around for the free masterclass at the end here. The third thing you need to do is you need to eradicate the negative behaviors in your marriage. There's been a path here. There's been a path, a long road of attrition in your marriage to get to the point where she's now considering a divorce. Now, I have a separate video where I cover the 5 havoc-wreaking behaviors in your marriage that caused you to get where you're at. I'm going to link it up above so you can get more context there. But right now, I'm just going to speak about it briefly. The negative behaviors that can cause your marriage to end up where she wants a divorce are things like you've been acting angry, you've had no time, you've been working really hard, you come home and you don't have any patience because, well, you've just got a lot of responsibility, and you feel under pressure all the time, so you're blowing up all the time if things are not cleaned up, getting angry with the kids, right? So maybe you were suffering from having lots of anger. Maybe you were emotionally disconnected from your wife. She wanted or emotionally unavailable for your wife when she was having a tough time because you were having lots of stress. Or maybe you've been jealous. Anytime she goes out with her friends, you're texting her, checking in on her. There's these different types of behaviors. Guys, you've got to eradicate these negative behaviors if you want to reconcile with your wife, because that's what got you to the point where you're at today. And the only way you're going to get back with her and attract her back in is by eradicating these negative behaviors. The fourth thing you need to do, guys, to save your marriage when she wants a divorce is you've got to avoid tripwires. So what's a tripwire? A tripwire is something your wife will do looking to get a reaction out of you. Now, most of the time it's unconscious. She doesn't know she's doing it, but I want to let you know what's going on. So maybe in the past you were angry all the time, or maybe you were not, you broke her trust at some point. One way or another, maybe you weren't sticking to promises, maybe you had an affair, maybe you just weren't showing up the way you'd like to. Maybe there was problems with finances. There's all these different things, right, that can happen in a marriage that can cause attrition in the marriage, right? And what your wife will do is when you're looking to reconcile, you can be making progress. You can be healing the hurt, eradicating these negative behaviors. And this is the point that most men struggle with. It's avoiding the tripwires. She's going to do whatever she can to try and trip you up. So if you were not trustworthy and you've worked on it, you've healed your pain, you're showing up, you've eradicated the behaviors, you better believe she's going to bring up, oh, I don't trust you. What are you doing with that money? She's going to bring up something. And this is her way of testing you, because if you haven't worked on yourself and if you haven't healed the hurt and eradicated the behaviors, you're going to blow up. You're like, hey, I thought we already discussed. Why are you bringing this up again? I'm not like that anymore. And you start defending yourself and it turns into a big shit show of an argument. Guys, you don't want to do this. This is just a test. And she's going to test you on the road to reconciliation, which I've got a different training on the road to reconciliation. It's 4 phases on the road to reconciliation. I'll link that up above. She's going to test you. And in order for you to reconcile, you need to be able to see these tripwires. Don't walk into them before they blow up. See them and just jump over them, go around them, dance around them, because this is really where she gets an opportunity to see, wow, you've completely changed. Completely changed. When you're not walking into these tripwires, which unfortunately what most men do because they're not aware of them, when you're not doing that, she's like, oh my God, John has really changed. Things are really changing. He now knows how to deal with these conversations. He now knows how to resolve these situations. The way he's showing up, it's magnetic. And this is, guys, where you start attracting her back in. And the fifth thing you need to do, guys, when your wife wants a divorce, is you've got to balance the power dynamic. I guarantee you've been acting like a show pony. You've been looking after the kids more, spending more time around the house, asking you out on dates. No, guys, when your wife, you cannot do this. These are all great things to do when you're in a healthy, happy marriage. When you've got an unbreakable marriage, these are things that you do to maintain a good, close relationship with your wife. These are not the tactics that you need to use when you want to reconcile with your wife when she's got to the point where she's filing for divorce. You need to balance the power dynamic. Now, I've got a different video on that as well, on how you can balance the power dynamic. I go into more detail. I'll link it up above. Right now, what I want to tell you is, when she says she wants a divorce and she's filing papers, you will chase after her, telling her you're going to change, or you're going to, write her a long letter about how you realize what went wrong. This is not going to help, guys. She feels completely in control. the ball is in her court, like she can decide whatever she wants, and you're scrambling like crazy to try and attract her back in. That is not the way to reconcile, guys. Like I said, that's what you want to, you want to be showing up as a loving husband and spending time with her and helping out around the house when you're in a healthy, strong relationship. When you're in a really difficult situation, when she's wanting divorce, it's not what you want to do. You need to balance the power dynamic where she feels like, okay, you're not chasing after him more, that you're working on yourself regardless, and that you start showing up as this empowered man. And this is what attracts her back in. So this is really, really important. These 5 steps, guys, are extremely important, and you literally need to do them in that order, 1 to 5. So guys, at the beginning of this training, I promised you the opportunity to get the opportunity to enroll in my free masterclass. In the free masterclass, guys, and you'll be excited about this, you're going to get the opportunity to eradicate the havoc-wreaking personas that are causing problems in your marriage, so you can start showing up as the empowered man your wife needs. You're also going to learn the secret to reconciling that no one else is talking about, and the 4 steps you need to take for your wife to see your change. So you can find the link to the masterclass down in the description. Click in there, enroll today, and begin your journey on the road to reconciliation. And if you haven't done so yet, I also want to invite you to my marriage support group for dads. This is a wonderful community of dads on Facebook committed to avoiding divorce and reconnecting with their wife. You can find the link to the group in the description. Click inside, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you've got any questions at all, post them down in the comments and let me know, have you been experiencing any of these 5 signs, and what have you been trying to do to fix your marriage? Now, if you found this video valuable, do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and smash the bell button to be notified each Tuesday when I release a new video. Now, with all that being said, I look forward to seeing you on the next video.